today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the perfect skin tones in Final Cut Pro every single time. Wait a minute. Why am I looking so green? Oh my gosh, we gotta do something about this. Much better. For a second, I thought I had turned into Shrek. All jokes aside, in today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys a new color grading technique in Final Cut Pro where all the adjustments that we make will only affect the skin tones. Now for me, this has been a huge game changer because I'm often using hue, saturation, and luminance to affect my skin tones. And the problem is that if there's any similar tones in the background as my skin, I'm not only affecting my skin tones, but I'm as well affecting the background. And I don't want that. I only want to be impacting my skin tones. Well, today's an exciting day because Motion VFX just announced their new plugin called mRoto AI, which comes in their Cine Studio subscription model, which we'll talk about more later. But basically with mRoto AI, we can isolate any object or part of a body and adjust accordingly. So now, instead of using hue, saturation, luminance on the whole scene and affecting everything all at once, we can isolate the skin tones and affect them only. And the best part is that Motion VFX has made this so easy because in the past with rotoscoping, you literally have to go frame by frame in order to isolate an object or a person. But now with a few just brush strokes, the mRoto AI is gonna figure out which part of the object or body or person you want to isolate, and it's gonna mask that out for you. So let's open up Final Cut Pro and let me just show you how easy it is to use this plugin. So here we have this shot of me in the studio, and traditionally I would use the hue, saturation, luminance curves in order to impact my image. Now the problem with that is that my skin tones are gonna be very similar to the brown couch. So for example, if I choose hue on my face and then I go and adjust that, you can see that the couch, my prints in the background, my desk, the colors are all being changed by the hue, saturation, luminance. So that's not gonna work because I only wanna impact my skin tones and not the couch. So we're gonna reset that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to effects and we're gonna add the mRoto AI. And you're just gonna throw that onto your clip. And then with the mRoto AI, it's gonna have this little toolbar. And basically with this, you can then just brush stroke something into your image. So I'm just gonna brush stroke my face here. Voila, it's picked up my face. I'm gonna add my eyes there into the shot. And then I'm gonna choose my hands here. And I'm gonna choose my hands here as well. And already it's tracked my face and my hands really well. Then from there, I'm just gonna press tracker and then I go backwards. And you can see that the mRoto AI is very well rotoscoping each frame by frame, figuring out where my hands and my face are to get these frames masked. So we're just gonna watch this do its job. Takes a few seconds and then we'll be done to see what we can do with the mRoto AI. Okay, now we're just gonna go forwards as well. All right, we're ready. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna press Option and then we're gonna click on the clip and we're gonna drag a new clip on top, and on the bottom clip, we're gonna turn off mRoto AI. Then on the top clip, we're gonna go to mRoto AI and we're gonna do just masked video, which basically just means that it's gonna show only the masked video part. So if I turn off the bottom clip, you can see how mRoto AI has basically just selected my face and my hands, which looks pretty funny. But this is great now because I basically have isolated just my skin tones, which means then I can go to the top clip and I can add, you know, the hue saturation, and we're gonna put it on the top above the conversion LUT, and then I'm gonna go from here, and now I can choose my skin tones if I wanna change the hue of it. And see, I can be changing the hue and nothing's happening to the couch in the background because we're just impacting the skin tones that have been masked out with the mRoto AI. Now in order to get the perfect skin tones, we're gonna wanna trust our vector scope. Basically, if you've never heard of vector scope, this shows you where the colors of the image are and how saturated they are. And this line right here on the screen is the skin tone line. So you're gonna want your skin tones as much as possible along this line or a little bit above it. Now it's a little bit crazy looking right now because it's basically showing all the colors of the image. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna turn off the clip below, and now we've isolated just my skin tones on the vector scope. So from here, you can then see, for example, if I bring down the hue, it's gonna go below the line. Now it's way too green. If I go above, it's gonna go more to magenta or reddish. And we're gonna just wanna bring it to that line maybe a little bit above it, and that looks great. As well, if you change the saturation from here, you're gonna see it's gonna move down the line above. So if you wanna just bring it really up high, you can also kind of see where is the line gonna bring it, and then you can adjust accordingly and bring it more to the line or a little bit above the line. So then I'm gonna bring down the saturation, and voila, we have color corrected our skin tones without affecting anything in the background. And this took a few seconds to add mRoto AI, do a few brush strokes, and I've isolated my skin tones only, meaning I get the perfect skin tones on every single clip that I'm color grading. I don't know about you guys, but for me, this was just like mind-blowing because I am often using color wheels and the hue, saturation, luminance, and I would always get so frustrated where I'm like, oh, I wanna now adjust the skin tones, but it's adjusting everything in the background. I don't want that. So having mRoto AI, this is really gonna be a game changer for me when it comes to color grading because I can isolate just the skin tones and impact those only. This is looking a little bit green though right now, so let's fix this. There we go. That looks nice right now. Now with the mRoto AI, this doesn't have to be used just for color grading. You can easily isolate a person and add text behind them, or you can isolate an object and add a certain effect on them, or you could even add, you know, a nice kind of depth of field or blur to the shot if you didn't have that. So the opportunities with this plugin are just endless. It's pretty much just up to you and your own creativity in what you can come up with the mRoto AI. So if you are interested in checking out mRoto AI, it's a part of the brand new Cine Studio subscription model. So basically, if you want the 2D plan, which includes mRoto AI, Surface Tracker, which is a really powerful plugin, which you can pretty much just add text to any kind of surface or an image to any kind of surface you want, which is really cool. And there's a whole bunch of other plugins listed in the 2D plan. That one goes for $19 a month. And then they have the 2D plus 3D plan, which has basically mRoto AI, Surface Tracker, and then all the different 3D plugins that we all know and love from Motion VFX. And this package goes for $24 a month. Now, the best part of Motion VFX's Cine Studio is that they're offering a free 14-day trial, which means you can sign up, download the plugins, test them out, and if you find that they work really well in your editing workflow, that's great, you can keep them. And if you find that they're just not gonna work for you, you can just cancel your Cine Studio subscription and you haven't paid a dime. Also, if you notice that you already own one of the plugins in the 2D or 3D plan, Motion VFX is gonna give you 3 months free of the subscription, which basically just means that you get your money back from that plugin, which has been really generous of Motion VFX. And just a heads up, when I installed the mRoto AI, I had a little bit of trouble, and the problem was that I hadn't updated my Motion VFX installer or Final Cut Pro. So make sure that you've updated all your software. And as well, if you do notice that you run into any trouble, Motion VFX has really good customer support. I literally just wrote my problem, and within minutes they had answered back and helped me troubleshoot through everything, which helped me just get started with the plugin. So if you get stressed out or frustrated with the whole installation process or using the plugin, make sure you just write to customer support and Motion VFX is gonna help you out. So yeah, if you're interested in mRoto AI or the Surface Tracker or all the other great plugins in the 2D or 3D plan, make sure you hit my link below and sign up and enjoy. It's a very exciting time that we're living in as editors because the possibilities are endless. Also, we don't have to look like Shrek anymore, so it's a good day for me because now I can always my perfect skin tones. And remember, it's a 14-day trial, so there's really no risk at all. So go and check out mRoto AI. You're gonna love it.